So here I got a little setup. I don't know what type of guppies these are. They don't got no color, just a little tint of blue in their scales. I'm thinking they're mosquito guppies. So I've heard. They have absolutely no color, just a little scaly flint of purple, blue, indigo. I do have two guppies that are female. I would say they do have colors, but they've been bit. There's one right in front. The purpose for this little tank is for all those breeder guppies over there to just overpopulate so that I can use these. I won't say that they're not beautiful, but they're not the most attractive. I want to use these guys to feed my cichlids that I have over there in my big tank in the 55 gallons. I do go out of town from time to time, and in the past years of doing this, I realized putting a couple of these feeders in there will pretty much optimize you coming back in your fish not eating or picking at each other's fins because they get too hungry. Cichlids are notorious. They are aggressive to semi-aggressive, if not full-blown aggressive, depending who you have. I have a mix of African and Central and South American cichlids with one North American, two, an electric and a regular Jack Dempsey. And they can be pretty savage from time to time. So the goal is for all these guys here to just create an abundance of extra food so when I go out of town. And I got a couple friends that have a couple outdoor aquariums and ponds. I think these would be lovely for those mosquito seasons. Nobody wants mosquitoes around them. So the only bad part here is a little algae, but that's due to this big window here. I cannot control. I had them here and here. I had them separated, girls and boys, but I just realized this little hexagon is leaking, is dropping water levels really fast. So I did the change. I put them into this one. The filter that was in there, I want to say it works, but it doesn't work adequately. It was a little bit too strong of a flow for them. So I put this little air filter here with the stone that's off right now. I have to find a way to get a conversion of better pumps. These little pumps were not doing it. So what I did is I plugged up two, I split them, and I merged two pumps just to get my little sponge filter back there working correctly, because the water flow was just too low. I still think it's a little bit too low. So I will be buying another pump bigger so I can attach both, and maybe the bubbles will add a little bit of motion and circulation to the water. Now I do have some 3 live plants here and a bunch of this hairy moss that came off of one of our home plants, and it was lavishly brown. It's starting to kind of come back a little bit. On top of that, I did put some natural moss in there. It's kind of buried with a little bit of gravel. There's a few snails in there. This tank was supposed to be bare bottom, but I found out that if I put a little bit of hiding places, it would just, survival rate of the fry will be a lot better, since these guppies can be pretty savage and eat their fry. I got about 4 boys in there to maybe 9 to 12 girls. So I hope they don't drive each other crazy, but if they do, that's their problem. Ha ha ha. But I do have to give it a little cleaning. I have to get another air pump. I need to put a little bit of more circulation in this water. But I have one guppy right down there. She's not doing so hot. I think she's a goner. I have another one that swims vertically up and down. I think that one's a goner. But for the most part, all these other ones tend to hide out in that back corner. They tend to be very shy. So when I had all these, I originally had them in my 55 gallon full of guppies, and they were everywhere. They were destroying everything, anything of food that came. Now I can put food in there and they don't really care. So it's either they're a little shocked, they're still shy, Or maybe they're just mingling. Who knows? But I do know every so often they get a little crazy spurt and they run around because the boys start chasing the girls. So you can see that happening right there. They're doing their little mating call, you know? Sooner or later somebody's gonna get pregnant. When one gets pregnant, it's like a disease. They all get pregnant. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any suggestions for me to do to get these guys populating a lot faster, or just anything that may help me, please subscribe, let me know, and comment. Thanks.